Hello friends, this is Ganesh and video number 14. So in this video, I'm going to explain the remaining functionality or options about AMDP procedures. And the first video I explained about simple AMDP procedures, so how to create a method and how to call this from a SAP perspective, SAP ABAP object perspective. So here I'm going to try to cover rest of the areas about AMDP. Let's see one by one. So the basic idea of this AMDP over here is, so AMDP has two options or the places where we can create our own logic. One is function, another one is procedure. So function, we call it as table function. We have already seen about table function, how to create a table function. And the another one is procedures. Okay. So function can be called in multiple CDS views and the procedure can be called in the ABAP objects. So very basic stuff I'm going to explain here. I'm not going to say whether you're able to call the procedure inside a function or function inside a procedure. That's a little different. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to explain simple. Function can be called in CDS, procedure can be called in any above objects, can be a program or function module or your another class and methods. And the one restriction is you are not able to call a table function class into the above objects. See, methodology you can say function and procedure, but technically if you see inside a function you have a class and method, inside a procedure you have a class and method, nothing much. So here the class and method is used for a table function cannot be called from any ABAP object, any ABAP program. Okay, but the class which has been used inside the procedure, the class and method can be called in the ABAP objects or ABAP program. Okay, so that is the basic understanding. Now, and in this video, we are going to see about some more import and export parameters. We have already seen import, little more we are going to see about here, and how to debug a procedure or a table function, and how to utilize the select options or range, how to pass the select option values as a ranged or as a values to your AMDP procedure. It can be a select option or it can be a ranges as well. So these are things we are going to discuss about in this video. And the next one is I'm going to explain about the select options, little steps we have involved. So let me complete these two first: import, export parameters, debugging options, and then we'll take you to the select and ranges. Okay, so I'll come back once I complete this part. Okay, let me go to my system. So this is my system, and I'm using the previous coding only, previous video part 1 coding only. So there's a continuation of the part 1 over here. So this is my AMDP procedure which I have created. So first step would be a class creation only. Okay, so I just created a class and methods, and here the flexibility is you can have a starting method, you can have an instance, but table function you can't. All the methods should be a static method. And method having import and export parameter. So business wise, I'm going to receive the sales order type and I'm going to send the sales information from the corresponding database table. Okay, so VBAK. So though there is no joins and association, because we have already seen lot about joins and association, so you can try your own. So here I'm going to explain the design, how to utilize the AMDP, and inside you can have inner join, outer join, association, whatever. If you want, you can add it. Okay, and these are my method implementation. So method is defined with the keyword called procedure. So because this is a procedure coming under the concept called AMDP. Okay, and here simple select statement and get the value informations and put it into the internal table. This is a return parameter of this particular method, and this is the input parameter. So I'm getting the value and you have to use the colon. These are very simple basics. We follow the same in table function itself. So today what I'm going to do is, instead of getting one value like AUART, instead of that I'm going to get the internal table data. For example, how we used for all entries. So depends on the table, internal table 1, my second select will work. Depends on the previous internal table, my next select will work. The same way, there might be some business scenarios. I'm going to send some records from my ABAP program to AMDP. So the AMDP should work based on that particular data. So that way I'm going to redesign my AMDP. So here everything is going to use the same AMDP. So I'm going to regenerate the structures, or I'm going to add import and export parameters for that. Okay. So first we're going to see about a little more import and export parameters on this AMDP. Okay. So the first one, I'm going to send some set of informations from my program to procedures. So let me start from my program. So all my changes, then all my new changes is going to start from the program. So I'm going to modify the program. Based on that, I'm going to modify your procedure. So you can do vice versa as well. Okay. So it depends on your way of working. So here what I'm going to do is, instead of this TA, I'm going to send an internal table which has different set of sales types. So for that I need an internal table. So let me create an internal table. So internal table has sales types. So here I am going to use a table type which got created in SE11. Okay, data dictionary table type. Because I want to use the same structure in both procedures as well as the program. You can use it, you can declare a local structure as well. It depends on you, but both the places you got to declare. So that's why this is another way of using my table type. So go to SC11, which I have already created. So this is my table type. So this table type has a structure with two fields, okay, sales order type and default delivery type, only those. Okay, so let me go to the program. So this is the program which I used in the first part of this AMDP. So I'm going to use the same here. YGI, think I must sales type. Okay, this is a structure. Either you can use a structure or table type, it depends. So simple, your syntax might differ, nothing much. Okay, I use the table type directly. So now I need to fill the information. So let me do it. Select, I want AUERT, and the another field name as, this is from the master data, LFARV from TVAK table. It has all the sales order types. Type into table IT underscore sales types. Okay, so this is a small change. So my internal table has all the sales types over here. So now what I had to do was, I need to use, okay, escape character is missing. I'm going to pass this internal table to my procedure. So procedure is nothing but the class and methods of the particular procedure. So let me copy this. I'm going to change everything in my static, not the instance. Both are same. So I don't want to disturb both methods. Let me comment this. So now I'm going to change my procedure methods as well. So here I need to pass IT sales types. Okay, so now what I have to do is, I have to change the structure or change the type in my procedure. So this is step one for my working. Next, go here and go to IMIAURT. So type as still valid. The which one I have copied. Okay, sorry. So here it is YGITT underscore the table type, whatever I have used. Sorry. Okay, there is a spelling mistake, so please ignore that. Copy this and keep it here. So now both are having same structure, means it's both has a compatible structure to send and receive the value. So here we are receiving the values from the procedure, we are sending from a web program. Okay, just save it. Okay, and if you want to change, you can change it. I'm not changing it. I'm not changing the name of my import parameter, let it be. So now this import parameter has all the data from my program. Okay, it has thousands or 20 or 50 records how many sales types I'm going to, depends on that particular sales type, I'm going to get the information from my VBAK table. So for that, what I have to do, go here, there is a small change. So let me copy this, comment it. So comment, you have to do control space comma to comment the lines, and control space, sorry, control shift comma and control shift dot to uncomment. Okay, so let me copy this. So here there's a small change where AUART in, because it's an internal table, right? So select AUART from IM input parameter AUART. This is actually an internal table now. Okay, and if this internal table has only one field, you can say select start from. Okay, if it is more than one field, that's why I had two fields over there, AURT and another field as well. So if that is more than one field, you have to mention the field name here, select start from AURT. So here what happens, this particular select will work based on the internal table content which we are passing from a web program. Okay, let me act toward it. Okay, and I'm going to execute from my program. So go here, let me have a breakpoint and execute. Oh, sorry, it's an inactive. Let me activate it. Activate my program. Then yep, execute. Activate, and yeah, this is execute direct processing. F8. Oh, sorry, I must to keep the session breakpoint. But anyway, I have a breakpoint, static breakpoint in my program. That will go on stops over there. Then we'll see what are the content over there we are sending from program to procedure, and what is the output we are getting from procedure to a program. Okay, so it's just a little slow because probably the server is having some issues, I believe. 1 second. Yep, here you go. I don't want to wait in the waiting time, so that's why I just pass my recording. Yeah, here it is. So this is the internal table which I'm sending with 249 data, all the sales types along with one more field value, and it will go to the procedure and it will take the values and come back to the program. So these are the AURT which I am sending. So go back, and this is the sales details which I am receiving from the procedure 599 data based on this particular AUART. Okay. So now go back, full execution. Yes, so this is a way where you can communicate with your procedure, class and methods with the help of an internal table content. Okay, it's not like only one parameter you can send multiple as well. Okay, so now we'll go to the next one. So next I will show you about the debugging, how to debug your procedures first, then we'll go to the select option and ranges as well. Okay, let me go to HANA Studio. Yes, before debugging, let me add one more option. So this we have seen in your table function itself. So you can declare, means at the runtime you can able to declare your internal tables over here. It's not like all the things to be declared in one of your method parameter. So here, for example, I'm putting, so I want all the sales details, sales type details from the table TVAK, where AUART, AUAR, sorry, AUART like, I go with Z. I want all the custom sales order type percentage dot. Okay. So here the idea is, okay, TVAK is not declared over here. Let me declare that. Yeah. So the idea is you can have n number of internal tables as per your design in the runtime. Okay, it not need to be declared. It's same like the table function. So now what I can do is I can have one more option here. So what I can do is, instead of this, let me copy this and paste it here, and let me commented control shift comma, and here the small change I'm going to do, select star from this internal table name IT underscore sales types. So here I can use star because it has only one field. Okay, so what happens, it won't consider whatever information you are passing from your program. It simply take the sales order whose sales type starts with C. Okay, just activate it. So this is one way I can say you can have a number of internal tables based on your business requirement, and you can have the data, and finally you can segregate it and send back to your ABAP program. Clear? Send back in your exporting parameter as well. Got it? Now the debugging option. So debugging is same like ABAP. How you do? You start a debugging, keep a breakpoint and execute it. It'll come and stop. Same way it'll work. Maybe the HANA Studio and Eclipse, the window level will be different. Almost the same what we are doing in ABAP. First, we need a perspective called debug perspective. So you're able to see this kind of debug, like kind of some creature. Okay. So here you can have this debug perspective, okay, or you can go with the quick access, or you can say window perspective, open a debug perspective, open a perspective, so debug, or you can say other. If you're not able to find, go to other, get the debug option over here. Okay, so once it is ready, enabled, then you need to keep a breakpoint. Okay, we call it as toggle breakpoint. So right click here, not any line. Here you have a little bar. Okay, you're able to see there is a little bar. Right click here, you can see toggle breakpoint. Okay, so I think here also, let me try. Okay, yeah, here is not possible. So here you just try right click, and you can see a toggle breakpoint. Just click it. Okay, it will, there's a little blue color, so it's set. So the blue color is set over here. In the taskbar, you can say ABAP debugger has been activated. Okay, so this is one of the error which I'm getting in this particular rental provider. So this is not able to update as well. Even if I click update also, it's not updating. If it is update and everything is fine, you can, your particular breakpoint is enabled in this particular line over here. Okay, here it shows not active because there is some configuration issue with this particular system. So once it is ready, once you execute, automatically it will come and stops over here. Okay, and one more point, you have two options to execute. One is you can execute this procedure class and methods from a program, or you can directly execute from your HANA Studio or Eclipse. Okay, now I'm going to directly execute it from here. I'm going to execute this particular class. So here run it, F8. It will take you to your in HANA Studio only. The window, it seems to be your SE24. Okay. So execute it. Let's keep on going. Just bear with me. Yeah, it's coming over here. It's open in a new tab, and it's come with the same way how you are executing your SE24. Come with a method, each method. Then you can start an executing button for each method. Then you can start executing your methods. Okay. So here it's 0 entries. Just click enter. It'll give 87 entries because my code which I written recently is take the sales order whose order type starts with Z. Okay, and you can click here. You can see the content. So all order types are start with Z only. Okay, so this way you're able to execute, or you can execute from your program as well. Once your toggle breakpoint is enabled, your ABAP AMDP debugger is enabled. Once you start executed, it will go and stop in the particular line. Then after the line is executed, the particular internal table is getting filled with the data. So it's very simple. Okay, so only thing is you need a debug perspective and keep a toggle breakpoint. You can proceed further. Okay, so it's very simple to debugging your procedures or table functions. Okay, sometimes you might have some issues with the configuration, so please check with your basis team or check with Google. You'll get some information about that, why there is some configuration might be missing, some authorization is missing. So once everything is in place, debugging a procedure or table function is very simple, same like a BAP. Okay. So hopefully you are getting some idea about AMDP. So how to design it, how to call, how to pass internal table values to a procedure, how to get the informations. So everything is fine. And now I'm going to show you the select option and ranges as well. Okay. Okay. 1 second. So here I'm going to show you the PPT first. So here it is. So how to pass? And this is might be a question for who initially started or fresh for this AMDP functionality. How to pass a value to my select options, or how to pass the select option values to the procedure to get the data based on the user input. Okay, so here I added two things: select option and ranges as well, because both are similar. So I how to get the data based on my select option internal table values or ranges internal table values. Okay, so it's very simple. So first step, what you have to do is you have to declare your select option same way in your program. Second step, convert the select option values into a string. You don't want to do much on it. We have a standard class and methods. So that will convert your whatever the value entered by the user. It can be a multiple ranges or a random values, exclude, include, greater than, less than, whatever it is. We have a standard class and methods. With the help of that, I am going to convert my entire select option user input values into a var condition. So var condition nothing but a string simply. Okay, I'm going to convert all the user input in a string variable. Okay, once that is ready, I'm going to pass the string variable from my program to procedure methods. Okay, nothing much. That is my third step. Pass whatever the string is converted for your select options or ranges. Pass the entire user input as a string to the procedure methods. Once it is comes inside the procedure, we have an again a standard method or function, whatever it is, a skill function, whatever it is. We are going to use the function called apply filter as a function. Okay, I'm going to use apply filter for the particular string variable to my internal table or my database table. So both ways possible. So directly I want to apply my filter to the database table. Yes, it's possible. Or after all the fetch, the final internal table, I want to apply my filter. Yes, that is also possible. So it depends on the performance or the business requirement. You can use the apply filter either way. Okay, either an internal table or to your database table as well. Okay, so these are the simple 4 steps to be followed for a select option or ranges values to be communicated between your ABAP program and your procedure method call. Clear? So then now I will just take you to the system and explain the same steps in the programmatical way. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from my program only. So let me go to my program. So here I'm going to use same order type. Now I'm going to get the value from my user. So I need a select option, AUART, type AUART. So select options, yes underscore AUART for LVAUART. So it's done. Okay, step 1, select option is ready. Step 2, I need to convert this to a string variable. Convert in the sense I need to convert the user input. It's not the select option. So I'm going to convert the user input. It's a dynamic, right? Anytime they can give n number of values. Different values are sending from the select options. So now I'm going to convert that value to the variable. So that variable to be a string variable. So let me start it from here. So data is a string variable. I can say select option values. Okay, select option values equal to. So here we have to use some standard class and methods. Okay, so because it's not in mind, I'm not able to remember those things. So anyway, I'm going to copy paste it from my existing program only. Okay, that is going to be 1 second. Okay, so here first class and method. So this is the class and method, standard class and methods. Okay, to convert the value of select option into a variable, it's a string variable. Okay, so this is step 1, class and methods, and this particular method has a parameter. Okay, before keeping that, let me go here. I'll go and get it from here. Just double click the combine underscore cell tabs. Do you want to save? Yes, I want to save this. So one of the signature of this method is IT named cell tabs. So I want this parameter to be used. So let me copy this, go back. So here. So this is the method which I am using. So this is one of the parameter need. And in this parameter, it has other properties, like, so I want to use those properties. So what are the properties? Just go here. Maybe the first time you have to see, or just copy paste it. You don't want to see that as well. Okay, let me go here. Yeah. And this is the parameter, and this parameter is referred to this particular table type, and this table type has associated with one of the structure, and this structure has two fields, name and deref. So we need to use this name and deref, two fields. So name is the field which we are going to give the exact field name of the table, not a data element name, not a domain one. It should be a field name of your table. So the table which I am using is a VBAK. So the table field name would be AUART. Or if you're going to apply this filter to our internal table, make sure internal table has the same field name AUART. Suppose in the internal table, if you use alias name, sales order type, what happens? It might give a error. Okay, and deref is nothing but your select option or your range, particular range parameter name. So here I use s underscore AURT. So that is the name which I have to use it. That is for deref. So these two is going to be play a major role on this particular conversion. So go back, and here I'm going to use a concept called value. I'm going to segregate those values, right? So I need a field called value. So here it is equal to value and hash. So I want to use the first parameter name. So what is the name of your field? Name equal to AUART. No, it's not typing. Equal to AUART in caps, and dref equal to what is the reference of this particular field. So that is s underscore AUART, your name of the particular select option or range. So there is a space, just remove that. Okay, let me save this. Okay, so here let me close this, and 1 2 3 is opened, and I need to close one more dot. Let me check whether I did everything correct. No, type SOT cannot be converted to deref. Okay, sorry. Here I missed the ref statement and the basic bracket over here. Okay, and here ref hash and bracket. Okay. Oh, sorry, the spelling mistake. Okay. So 1 2, it's takes 4. I need one more to be included here. Let me check. Yeah, it's fine. So this is a way to convert the value of your select option or ranges into a string variable. Okay, so now you need to pass this string variable to your method. So we are in a program. So here what happens is we have added only in the program level. So we need to convert it, or we need to add some more thing in your procedure also. Procedure is nothing but string variable, nothing big. I'm going to add one more import parameter which type is a string. Okay, now I'm sorry, I just clicked this button. Yeah, go to my HANA Studio, and here I'm going to introduce one more import parameter, importing value import select options. Okay, so this could be a type string. Okay, now I'm sorry. Okay, type string. So here, 1 minute. Okay, so here, oh sorry, I used one more importing. It's not required. So I'm going to receive this select options by string. Now this is another step. Then what you have to do is we have to use apply filter concept. Okay, so step one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply filter to my internal table as well as to my database table. Okay, so for database table I need one more export parameter because it has only few fields. Let me add one more over here, value for this is actually internal table directly from VBAK. So type tt VBAK. So I need one more table type tt VBAK type table of VBAK. Okay, so TTVBAK. So now I'm going to apply filter for this internal table directly, and I'm going to apply filter to the database table for this internal table. Okay, let me show you that. Come here, down, yeah, here it is. Let me have this first, ex underscore sales details, TELS details equal to apply filter within brackets of where you're going to apply. So I want to apply a filter to my internal table, ex underscore sales details, sales details, comma, and your variable means where your select option values are residing. So here it is. What is the import parameter? im underscore sm options. im underscore so options. Okay, so that's it. Let me close this. Okay, so what happens is it will just take the value directly from the VBAK. For example, here's AURT, or suppose I can say, okay, just take all the values from VBAK and apply the filter to my internal table. So this way also is possible. So the first step, in this step I have all the details from VBAK and my select option is going to apply on that particular internal table. This is step one. Another way I can directly apply it to the database itself. While fetching itself, I'm directly going to apply that. So that way is possible over here like this. Ex underscore VBAK, because the structure is different, so that's why I'm using both structures over here. Filter VBAK is a database table, okay, and I am select options. That's it. Okay, let's see the output in our program and act toward it. It's activated successfully. So now go to my program and I need some changes to call this particular method. Let me enable this. Okay, so here again comment it and go to pattern, have objects, F4, get sales details and enter. Yes. So here I'm going to use, these are same, right? Sales types, and this is my select option variables. So here select option variable values. Okay, and I will show you how it's converted in the debugging mode, so you'll get very good idea. So here I'm getting two things. One, both are sales details. One is with limited data, means limited fields, and another one is directly from VBAK table. So you'll get all the fields from your database table. Let me activate it first and have a breakpoint here. I want to show you how the select options are getting converted into the where conditions, like in select options. So here I can say TA, I want TA, just execute it. So the same way you can have n number of select options, not only one. The same where condition, if you have more than one select options or you have two select option, one ranges, everything you can combine it if the business scenario is same. But meaning whatever information I'm sending is only to affect my sales. It's not affect the material or purchase. Then you can have everything one. If the business scenario differ, you can have a different type of string variable to hold your select option, user input select options. So here if you see sp values, so it's a simple select option like AUART equal to A. This is the value which we are passing to our procedure method call. Okay, and execute. So now suppose now if I add something else, select range, maybe I can say OR and it's ZA, and the exclude values is YA. I'm not sure those things are available. Just for your reference, just continue and execute. Now you can see a difference in the where condition or the string variable. That particular method and class will take care of everything. Okay, so don't worry about it. So just sp values over here. Now you can see, so everything is from system, so you don't want to write anything different for each select options. So everything is like AURT to this one and between these two, and not AURT equal to YA. So this is possible in the particular class and methods, so you don't worry about it. It's very simple. The same way you can introduce more than one select or a range in the same class and methods. Suppose if you have one more name, I can say VBART. Okay, let me show you that as well. Data, I have VKORG as type range of LV VKORG. So this is ranges, either range or select option, whatever it is. So the way which we're doing is same. VKORG type VKORG. So here I want to give the informations and data type range. So I want the work area VKORG like line of I can say R underscore VKORG. Okay, just a range. So now VKORG. Okay, sorry. So here I used this. I can directly look at type range, right? So I can directly, yes. Yep. So now I need to fill the informations for wiki org. So once again, better I copied and let me paste it. So for the time consuming. So I want to introduce a range for my sales group. It should be only T191. So now I need to pass this information to my procedure call. So same like select option, maybe you can have one more select option over here. Okay, and here there is no change. It doesn't matter whether it's select option or ranges. It just converted your value into a string variable. Okay, so just copy till this place. And I'm going to introduce one more name equal to. Okay, so here the field name is VKORG and the dref is my range. Okay, so once again 1 2 3 are opened, so I need to close it here properly. So here it is. I have to close this one more time. Okay, just activate it. So no errors found, and let me activate this. Okay, so this is a way you can go ahead and find out. You can add more fields, select options or ranges. You can pass the values from your program to database procedure. So hope this will be helpful for you to understand, and maybe I can just execute this and just show you the output. So before execution, you have to make sure whatever informations, what are the field names you are passing, that should be available in your procedure. Currently, it's not. If I execute, it will go to the dump. Okay. So what I have to do is, let me go to mine, because I have two export parameters. One is ex sales details, it has a structure, and ex vbak, it has a structure. It's actually a vbak structure, so it has vkorg by default. But in my sales details, it doesn't. So if it comes here, it was sales tt underscore sales details, and this is refers to the structure tpa underscore sales, and it doesn't have a vkorg. So let me add it. That's it, only one thing to be added. Rest of things are same, no disturbance in the rest of the logic, because anyway it's coming under one string variable, right? So if it is a different string variable, that's different one. So here everything is in the same, so nothing much. Activate it and go and execute your program. Okay, 1 second, there is an issue. Let's see where it is. So here, what is this? Return parameter mismatch. Oh, sorry, because yeah, vkorg, because I have 3 and I'm returning only 2, so that is an issue. Just activate it. Yes, it's activated successfully. Now go to my program, keep a breakpoint. So here, keep a breakpoint and execute it. Let me execute this. So one is select option and another one is a range. Execute it. Let's see how it's combined. It's the value level is very simple. So it says, okay, IORT is equal to this value, and also range VKOR is equal to this value. So that is the values over here. Just double click. Okay, it doesn't make, okay, this is select option, this is ranges, nothing. Okay, it just converted into a kind of a var condition and send it to a procedures. So once I execute it, once it comes out of the procedure, and if you see, both are different structures, but the data is same, both are different structure. So only 30 records, all are belongs to vkorg T11191, and the value which I entered into the input screen AUART. Clear? So it's very simple. Maybe initially people might struggle how to pass the value to the select option or how to pass the ranges to the procedure. So this is one of the way to send the informations from program to your procedure method call. Okay, so hope this video might be useful for you. So we'll see some more details in the following videos. Thank you so much for your time.